Jude, Danny D is here. Good girl, good girl. Bud Files. Hey, we're back. I don't know what happened to that last stream. So I had to start it over, so we had to start over.
Jenny, you say good, are you behaving, Angie? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, yeah. No, I'm actually behaving. Trying to drive the speed limit. All that good stuff. You know, that adult stuff. We went out and was driving around St. Augustine, so found some places that would be really cool to magnet fish if I'm allowed to. And maybe a couple of places to metal detect.
Shane's an adult. Who's an adult?
Who's an adult, right? I gotta be sometimes. I'm doing 54. And I'm getting past, like I'm sitting still. But yeah, I found some beach areas that I would have to park along the side of the road and walk to, but they're not real crowded. But I wonder if, 165 there.
Hey, John Mayo.
Hey, John. What's he say? Hello from Indiana.
I'm Indiana.
But I saw one spot. It's an inlet, and you park by the road and you have to walk over to it. Man, there was a lot of people out there. So when Ryan comes back down, might be a good place for us to go metal detecting. And take it down to it's a beach, so what's that? Oh, his old stomping grounds.
How's West Virginia do today?
Will the football team play, or?
No,
I don't know, but I'm loving Florida right now. As long as I'm either in the car or in the house this time of day. Well, it's starting to cool off a little bit, but
96 now. It was 85 at that beach.
at the beach it's 85. It's 96 degrees right now. So, yeah.
Oh, football today.
Football was today.
What's the F? WTF?
See, I knew. I asked if West Virginia played today.
They must have their scrimmage or something. Football didn't start yet.
So, but now we're entering back into Palaca. This is actually our county seat, so. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. Getting ready for the weekend. I think if my knees are holding out, I'm gonna take Rick to the flea market tomorrow. It's been a while since I've been out there. See what it's like. Maybe drive out to the coast one day next week. Yeah, we pressure washed the house yesterday, and even though I kept trying to get Rick to stay in his seat, he would get up every now and then and try to pressure wash for me, and I'm like, you can pressure wash as long as you stay in your seat. So, gun show Friday and Saturday. Ooh. Or Friday, or did I say Saturday and Sunday? I said Saturday and Sunday, didn't it? Yeah, and then we'll get with BJ. BJ got him a new boat, so a new used boat, and he had it out on the water, and it had some issues. He brought it back in. We believe he fixed the issues. So if he's fixed those issues, then we may get out on the water one day next week.
Yeah, because we're leaving Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're leaving next Friday to go home.
Oh, but I was saying, he's pressure washing the house, and and when it's 90-some degrees, what else is there to do but play in water, right? Until I stepped in a hole and twisted my knee. It's like, holy mackerel.
Hey, John, we're in Florida. He thinks we're in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're
Yes,
still...
we got storms Wednesday. They got some storms up there.
Yeah, one neighbor of ours said she heard a tree fall by her house. Said she walked over, said it didn't hurt nothing. But I don't know if... I think what she heard is where the other trees had fell, there was still some hanging, and some might have fell because my other neighbor, I had him go down and check on it, and he said it looked the same to him. So I think it was just residual trees that was, and so
we had some storms down here. One was pretty bad with the thunder and lightning.
Oh yeah. When you hear the thunder as you see the lightning, yeah, that's a good storm.
Yeah.
So made our lights flicker a few times. So
John says I lost a TV in store.
oh, we lost the TV during the storm.
And store, S-T-O-R-E.
TV and store. St. John's River. This is where I lost my first magnet. Actually, I don't know if you can see.
Hey, Zaxon.
Hey, Zaxon.
How come we never see passing cars? Get home sick, if not in last place.
Yeah, get up there. But over to the left, there's a little dock over there. And I was over magnet fishing. And somehow or another, the rope got underneath the piling. Yeah, it weren't coming out of there. So... on the left, you'll see a little diner up here. It's called Angel's, the oldest cafe in Florida. Dude, I wish you'd either pass me or what, because I got to get over. Alright, now I'm going, my road rage is coming out in me. I've got to get over. So just bear with me.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh no? But anyway. This is the town of Palaca. It's always busy. Zipper, next light, I gotta make a left. So, yeah.
John, I want to get it for you if I was here. That is the what's WV and U.
Jump this hole. Get out of my way. Let me over. You bow. Got been a jerk. Sorry about that.
Lord of mercy.
What, Rick?
Nothing.
I got over, didn't I? I didn't hit nobody, did I?
No, but I seen my
Okay.
light flash in front of me.
Just because I come out of the gate a little strong.
Yeah.
Jeez, Opie. Now you see why I always lose the race, Saxon? I think Rick's put restrictor plates on everything.
John said I would get it for you if you were there.
But yeah. See, Rick don't let me speed. So when it comes time for the duck races and everything, I lose.
Yeah, she's very expensive.
Sissy, bark at Daddy.
What?
I told Sissy to bark at you.
Oh.
I'm gonna teach her to bite you. You won't let me drive like I like to drive.
Yeah. Because I can argue of your ticket.
I've gotten one speeding
No,
ticket.
I'm just saying.
I've gotten one speeding ticket in the 25 years we've been married.
Okay, but the thing is, there was not a 65-mile-an-hour zone that we went through. It was 55 the whole way through to 45. So, you were flying. Admit it.
Because I was on the phone talking to you.
No, I think you were mad that day.
Yeah, I
about
was
something.
mad that day.
And you and Josh were just going and not paying attention. Because I didn't know. If you start talking or anything, I watch that speed thingy go up and up and up.
Oh yeah, the more I talk, sometimes I'll slow down, but most of the time I get faster and faster.
Yeah, she's very expensive at times. She's not high maintenance, but just expensive at times.
Like I said, I've gotten 2 tickets in my life. Both of them were after we got married, but still.
Yeah, they were after we got married. You got a ticket for being behind the lake where you wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah. I was off-roading.
Yeah. That was supposed to be something I was supposed to never ever find out.
Well, no, I didn't care. It weren't about whether or not you found out. I just a big girl. I took care of it. You know.
I didn't know Angie was expensive. Damn, Rick, you're cracking me up over there.
Yeah. He did make the mistake one day to say I was high maintenance. And I'm like, dude, I cut my own hair. I'll color my own hair. I don't have my nails done. If I do, I do them myself. You know, I only go to the doctor when I have to. A lot of my clothes I get from thrift stores or Walmarts or yard sales, and he called me high maintenance. I'm like, hello, you want to see high maintenance? I'll show you high maintenance. Boy, oh boy, he was, oh. So the next time he's like, honey, I want to order this. No, you're too high maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. So you notice you don't call me.
Man, do you know if anyone would have a 2,400 pound 360 magnet that I can get?
2,400 pound, 360
magnet.
I don't know. I'm wanting to get me some new magnets too. I'd love to have me a Kratos, but I can't afford Kratos and stuff. Brute, Kratos, all those. I can't afford those high dollar ones, you know, because I'm so high maintenance.
Yeah.
So I usually go Amazon or Walmart and get one and get them from there. And that way too, when I lose them, if I lose them, it don't hurt as bad, you know. I don't cry as much if I lose a $60 magnet as if I were to lose a $160 magnet, you know. So, but now that last one, I actually got a video of it that I got off of Amazon. It's a good magnet. I just wished I could afford to have them coated to where they don't rust up and stuff, you know. Because after a while, the coating starts peeling off of it.
Turn it that way.
Oh yeah, we was going to go get you dinner. I don't know, you're such high maintenance.
I know. That's why I'm getting dinner and you can eat what you got at the house.
Hey boy, I'll turn this car around. Don't push my button.
Hey.
Push.
Push.
Pushing my buttons. Alright.
Kratos is a good magnet.
Yeah, Kratos are a good magnet.
$179.
Yeah. They're good magnets, and I like Benny. I can't afford that, you know. And I think every time I think, well, I'll save up and get me one, life happens, and I have to spend the money somewhere else. Usually on groceries or on Rick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll get down here. I'll order Rick's dinner, and I'll go home and have me some chicken strips.
No, you're getting
No.
You're getting dinner, God.
Y'all heard him, right? He want to go down here and get his dinner, and I can have whatever's at home. Okay? Y'all hear that? Shane, where you at when he's mean to me? You know? I gotta get over here, so. Go home, put you back in your cage.
Okay.
Oh, is John leaving?
Yeah, John, I guess John's leaving.
Oh, bye, John.
I have to go. It's dinner time.
Dinner time. I'm driving down here to get dinner. Get Rick's dinner, I guess.
Yeah, no, Angie's gonna get dinner. Angie gets scraps for Danny D.
Oh, Danny. Oh, dang, girl, that hurts. I thought we were friends. Now I gotta fight the dogs for the scraps. I'll bite you, dogs. We're going to Firehouse Subs. I'll bite you. Oh my gosh. Y'all crack me up. Yeah, where's Shane when you're treating me like this?
Well, we're in the Mexican place.
Because I want dinner? No.
Oh, I don't know. I guess.
You said you wanted to try what?
The Italian, I guess.
You want the Italian with the salami, pepperoni, honey ham, provolone, lettuce, tomato, onions, mayo, deli mustard, and Italian dressing and seasoning. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll try that. I'm waiting.
And I love the brisket, but I think this time I'm gonna try the steak and cheese. Okay? No puppies.
Okay, probably have something with you in just a second.
Okay, hon, thank you. Now up here they got more on the list.
What?
And they seems like they got roast beef, turkey, honey, ham, purple lemon.
Sorry about your wife. What kind of chicken?
Alright, I want an Italian,
What size?
a large on white,
Okay.
and I want the Firehouse steak and cheese,
What size?
large.
Okay.
And do you have French fries?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, give me a fry.
What fries? 2 orders of French fries.
You want regular size or large size?
Large, please.
Okay.
Alright,
Different.
that should be all? Yeah, that should be all.
Alright, so I got large Italian on white bread with pepper on the side, a large steak and cheese on white bread with the pepper on the side, and large fries.
Yes.
Alright, so your order comes up to $40.19. Would you like to write out tonight?
No, thank you.
How much?
We're on it.
4019.
4019.
Mm-hmm. Jersey Ray. Hello, hello, honey. Welcome. They said they had to go pick up their sister. Danny D. Oh, you have to pick on your sister. Yeah. I know. I love you, Danny D. Even though Danny D just feeds me scraps, I still love her. She said I can have the scraps.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna have Firehouse subs tonight. And I always order large because guess what I have for lunch tomorrow? Firehouse sub. They got this Jamaican jerk. Man, that just tempts me. It's turkey, pepper jack, lettuce, tomato, onion, mayo, jerk, sweet mustard sauce, and
Where are you reading
Caribbean.
that at?
That's on the bottom of the.
I can't
I
read.
know.
I gotta see it.
And Caribbean seasoning. That sounds so good too. So, but yeah, guys, we gotta have the Jersey sub number 2 at your pizzeria.
Gotta have a Jersey sub number 2.
Well, when we go to Jersey, we'll have to find that place and get a Jersey sub. Well, hey Susan, no, we'll be leaving next Friday probably. We got another week.
Hey, Susan.
Miss you guys, Susan. Miss you guys a lot. I had a dream about Susan last night. I can't remember what we were getting into, but we were getting into something. So, enjoying the heat and storms. Yeah, right. It is 96 degrees right now. 2 degrees less than what it was a few minutes ago. All pizza places number 2 is the same. Ham, chipotle, provolone. That does sound good. Yeah, we should have went up and followed Susan and them around for a few weeks. But, like I said, I had planned on getting up and going magnet fishing this morning, but I was pressure washing the house and stepped in a hole and twisted my knee. So, so we decided we just gonna go drive around a little bit. So we went and drove around St. Augustine and looked at some different stuff. Um, drove down south for a little bit, found some places I'm really curious about. Metal detecting. Some of the inlets, you can park on the side of the road and walk over to the inlets. Man, you've seen the people out there swimming and stuff today. So, I might try those. Ouch, yeah. So now I'm going to have to build me a fire so I can get some ashes and start filling in that hole. Or rake some down from around the trees where we've been composting. When we mow all of our, go swimming, yeah, right. Wish I could. Well, in the inlet there, it wouldn't be as bad, like swimming, you know. But the bad part about it is Rick can't walk to get to those places. So, and I'm not driving down on that beach with this thing. Be more like I get down there and get stuck. Well, it has to be four-wheel drive. You know, they tell you it has to be four-wheel drive to. Even though this is all-wheel drive, it, you know.
2 weeks from Monday is my surgery, Jersey Ray.
Cannot wait. Oh, gosh.
Too hot again.
I know. That has to be. Because it is, I mean, and I'm not a big detectorist like you are. But when I can't get out, it bothers me. And so I know you and Rob, especially, you two, God, that just, you know, that'd be like telling Rick he can't eat. I mean, yeah, definitely praying for Rachel. I can't wait till she gets her back fixed up. Bad enough she was down for a while for shoulder surgery. Golly, I can't even talk. But now they're going to do her back surgery, so.
I just hope they do some kind of surgery.
Yeah, we go back Friday, and then his doctor's appointment's Tuesday.
I think it's Wednesday.
Wednesday. And so he'll get to see his orthopedic doctor. Yeah. I'd say Rachel. Because I know, just because, you know, me and Rick do a lot of the stuff together. And so not being able to get out, yeah, it has. Luckily, the interviews have seemed to help my channel a little bit. And
Susan said we're at home base. Son is having a major surgery. Emergency surgery.
Emergency surgery. Oh,
Next
I hope
week.
everything's okay.
So we are babysitting.
Yeah.
And Jersey Ray said, Rick,
Much luck. Yeah.
much luck, yep.
Susan, when I get home, you'll have to call me and update me. And make sure everybody's okay. And all that stuff. I'm telling you guys. You know, hey Corey, how are you, hon?
Hey, Corey.
Just watching what Rick goes through, I can imagine. I can kind of imagine what Rachel's going through and stuff. That living with constant pain is not been nice to him. And when he's in constant pain, sometimes he's not so nice to me. Gotta hop off, yeah. Jersey, love you, girl. couldn't
The other
babysit.
parents couldn't babysit because the daughter-in-law, dad, is in the hospital. Kidneys are only functioning 6%. So we are the official babysitters now.
Yeah.
Surgery, chronic pain sucks.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Suffering from hay fever at the moment. Lord, I got up this morning a coughing and a hacking. Rick thought I'd caught pneumonia, but I hadn't been taking my allergy medicine, and so it was just all setting into my lungs, man. So I actually had to hit the inhaler this morning. And so, as the hot weather, yeah. See, that's what. And down here in Florida, it's so sandy that it's just, it's humid. It's sandy. Lord have mercy, you should see me when I mow grass down here. I don't call it mowing grass, we're just slinging sand. I get off there, I literally take the water hose to me before I even go in the house. And you can watch, because it's like black sand, it's just like you can watch the black just run off your legs.
We leave back out in a week to Batesville, Indiana.
And on to Pennsylvania. Yeah. As long as nothing else happens. Well, what happened to your son? I mean, was it his kidneys you're talking about, or
No,
the other grandparent is what I was
that
thinking.
was the other grandparent.
Yeah.
In-law or somebody.
Yeah.
Hey, Williamie.
Hey, William. Oh, I forgot to ask for an extra pickle. We're not at McDonald's, so hush. No nuggies for you.
And a large Italian and a large steak and cheese, 2 large fries?
Yes.
All right.
You don't get, no, hush. You can't put your orders in.
A severe gallbladder attack.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he was having a heart attack, but it was his gallbladder. Is in very bad shape. Oh, I know the feeling.
That laid you up for a while right before we got married.
All right. It'll be out shortly, okay?
Okay, hon, thank you. Yeah. Oh. Campo, you can't put your order in. You don't get nothing here. What is Firehouse Subs? William E. says. Firehouse Subs is a new, well, not a new, but new to me. It's a restaurant or cafe, whatever you want to call them, and they do subs. They have special subs, but a portion of their profits literally go to firehouses, fire departments. So like this fire department, this firehouse sub may send a portion of their profits to this local firehouse, this fire department, which they've got buckets in there. They were out last day I looked, the last time I checked, but they have buckets that have firehouse sub on it, and for a $5 donation, $3 donation, you get one of the big 5-gallon buckets, and it's a donation. It is very good. That's what I told Rick. Me and Ryan was out one day near St. Augustine, and he says, you want Firehouse Subs? I said, I've never had it. He said, okay, we're going to stop.
William said, I heard of it. It is good.
And So when I got back home, I got to looking it up here, well, home here in Florida, and I found one close by. So I brought Rick out the other day, and so that's what we decided to have again tonight. And in pain, exactly what I'm here. Yep. Oh, you gosh. Yep. My friend Tammy, her daughter-in-law, her gallbladder acted up, and I can't remember exactly, I don't know if she wasn't that far along, or anyhow, they had to postpone her gallbladder stuff, and they kept trying to drain the infections and stuff like that until after she had the baby. So, I mean, it was touch and go there, which, so being pregnant, and that would be...
Did you say that your uncle across the street died? Yeah.
Yes. Remember Uncle Gene across the road from us? Yeah, he died a couple of months ago. And so, BJ's over here trying to clean the place up and stuff. I guess the girls are wanting to sell it. And he's trying to clean up all that junkyard. Remember the junk? Yeah. And so, I don't know what he's going to do. He's trying to work on his place too. To get it to where he can move into it. He's just there. Everybody's an emotional wreck right now over it. It's just, like BJ dealing with the loss of his dad. That's what he's trying to do.
Is
yeah.
He sells some boats
and trailers and old motors and some stuff like that. And he keeps track of everything. They'll have to split it 3 ways, though. I don't know. Not my fight, I don't have a dog in that hunt, so I stay out of it. But, yeah, here he is, dealing, through the grief of losing his dad, and then trying to go through and sell everything. And, of course, that brings back memories of this and that, and then not seeing eye to eye with your siblings through all this. And, it's just been really rough on BJ. He's so kind-hearted and so humble,
Just make sure all your tools come home.
Well, I got the main one. Yeah, I got it. There's so much crap over there, I wouldn't know what was what. And like all Dad's power tools, the dog that BJ and him used to have, chewed all the cords into. Dad had table saws and... Bobby, hello.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, Susan, you've been through those fights, yep. And,
yeah, William said it's tough making decisions when you're hurting.
Yeah. And like he says, his dad was, bedridden. They had his hospital bed there in the living room, and, every time he walks through the house...
We're doing good, Bobby. We're in Florida.
Yeah, we're enjoying the heat. No, actually, we're enjoying the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh. But, yeah.
Hey, Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, hello, guys. Yeah, watch for a video to drop pretty soon. We actually went out and drove through St. Augustine, and I just kind of pointed out some of my favorite spots and a little bit of history and all of that stuff. Good. Yeah, we'll be here for about another week, and then Rick has to go home and start seeing doctors and stuff again. So, um,
And hopefully they do something.
yeah, hopefully they fix his nip. See, there goes a butt scratcher.
Oh,
See it?
God.
Is that not the stupidest looking trend? I call them butt scratchers. These guys will take their pickup trucks and they lower the back end and they'll jack up the front end to where it literally reminds you of a dog scratching its butt across carpet. We're in Florida right now, so yeah. And so,
Bobby said, enjoy while you're there.
yeah, we're hoping that BJ's boat that he just picked up, we're hoping to get out on it next week. The wind's picking up, so it's going to rain again tonight. And, you know, a couple of things. You know, we're living on a budget, so, you know, we do what we can when we can. Our sightseeing is more like window shopping. But, you know, the North Carolina line got destroyed again. Really? Bad storm, yeah.
Yeah.
King's Gold, hello, hello. Carolina
Okay.
Squatter, butt scratchers.
That's a Carolina squatter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, and you know, especially, you know, you drive truck, anybody that drives truck, you put any weight in there, and that's going to raise that front end, them tires, you're not going to get good steering. I'm sorry. That is an accident waiting to happen. And you see them all the time going through here with four-wheelers and stuff, you know, on the backs of them trucks. Yeah. Mudslide took off the roads. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
hopefully they got them fixed when we go back through.
But I don't think we travel that way.
Yeah, well, no, we're
No,
close,
I don't
but,
think it's on the main
Yeah.
interstate.
but we're hoping that maybe, I don't know, it depends on what time we go through. We're going to try to get a hold of Bill, stop by and see Papa Roush. But going up, that'll put us there later, so, you know, I don't know. 84 degrees. Oh my God, honey, it is 96 degrees right now. Up
All
and around
snow
Mars.
cloud.
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the stream. Up and around Mars Hill.
Yeah.
Mars Hill, Tennessee.
I think, yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, 96 here, honey. But, like I said, the wind just started blowing. I don't know if you can see the trees across the road. I don't think I can zoom when I'm live. Oh, I can't. But them little trees, they're starting to blow. So you know what that means? It means we're going to get a storm again. So
Carolina squatters is what they're actually called. Apparently it's
that's fine, honey.
originated
Thank
in
you.
Carolina.
So they are officially called a Carolina squatter. They still like butt scratchers to me.
I did Florida once in the summer. Been there, done that, and ain't doing it again. We will be there in October.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is the first time in a long time I've been down here during the
It's
summer.
Florida, it's always hot.
Yeah.
I hate
But-
summer. It's hotter than the ex watching a Patrick Swayze marathon.
Oh no, that's hot.
Lord have mercy.
Ooh, that is hot.
Bobby says yes, but butt scratchers
It's
is much better.
But that's what they're like, ain't it, Bobby? It looks like a dog scratching its butt. And to me, they are very dangerous. Because like I said, you put any weight on them back tires. It's going to take the weight off the front tires, and you're not going to get good steering. Anybody that has hauled any type of load in a pickup truck can understand that. You know, but yeah. Oh gosh. But I don't see as many butt scratchers down here this time as I did in the fall and spring and stuff. So I thought maybe they had outlawed it, but apparently not, because there one went up the road.
Paul says it's hotter than Devil's Kitchen burning Devil's food cake.
That's hot too.
Susan says Carolina squatters are illegal in Tennessee. Cops will ticket you.
They need to, because like I said, it's, for one, they look stupid. Water. Yeah.
But it's not as bad.
Frame's not, it just looks like he lost leaf springs. But, you know, taking it from a country girl that drives trucks, that's not what a truck is supposed to look like. You know?
King Cole said just another way of ruining a pickup.
I know, right?
No different than lowering it.
Yeah, if you're going to lower a pickup truck, won't just buy a car.
They are illegal in Florida also if you get caught.
Ah. Well, like I said, I've seen them driving up and down the road like it was nothing. It hasn't. Maybe they just now started enforcing it or something. But,
just ruins the trucks these days.
Yeah. I mean, what's the use to have a truck if you can't put a load in the back of it? Don't make no sense to me. Now, there was another one. It looked like it was kind of hunched down in the back. Maybe they're trying to, you know, found out it was illegal and trying to repair it. But, man, some of them I don't know what kept the bumpers from dragging. You know, and it is just, it's crazy. But yeah, see, some of them, they look like they just got a load in the back.
The only way trucks should look squatted if it is really has that much heavy stuff in the bed.
That's right.
Remy said, have you ever seen ice out there? Ice, a big letter word.
Yeah, ice is in, enforcement. No.
It's not easy to see over the steering wheel on those trucks.
Hey, Susan, yeah, that's true. You know? Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen ice down here. If I did, they were undercover because I didn't know it. But luckily, too, where we're at, it's country. So, the only time we really hear sirens is when the fire department gets called out. So, yeah. But that's what I like about this area of Florida. It's like up home, but more congested. But like I told Rick, you know, it takes us, 30 minutes to get to Walmart and stuff here. You know, as up home, it takes us an hour to get anywhere. You know? It's like everybody says, won't you move closer to the beach? Why? An hour, I can be there. You know, a little over an hour and 15
and
minutes.
There ain't nothing at the beach. You gotta drive an hour, Bryce, or two to get to the store. Because they don't have much.
Well, I did see a Winn-Dixie there near
Winn-Dixie,
St.
that's the only one.
Yeah.
But to eat, it's
Yeah.
seafood restaurant, sushi.
Yeah, I'm not much into that type of stuff.
No.
But, yeah, plus, and think about it, if you move to the ocean, look at, you know, for one, you're going to pay a lot more. Your insurance is going to be more. Your taxes are going to be more.
He's saying vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom, that's right. So, you know, it's cheaper for me to live an hour away and just drive there. you know? So, what they say? Cook my fish, please. Ain't that the truth, Paul? I mean, I wouldn't mind. Now, I say I don't do seafood. Well, for one, in the hills of West Virginia, that's not a common thing. Okay? Yeah, the guys go fishing and stuff and they'll bring in fish. But I had an experience when I and my dad, my parents, my uncles, they all went with us. So when that boat would come in, there'd be at least 4 fishermen on there. And they always caught more than their limit. So we had fish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, giving it out to the campgrounds. Okay? So that place smelled like raw fish forever. And it just, the smell of fish turned me off. And but now, I mean, sometimes I'd like to think about trying a little bit of fish. Me and Susan tried gator. Them gator bites were good, you know. And so, yeah. When I was pregnant with Josh, I'd eat popcorn shrimp. I know, right? But that was at like a Shoney's or whatever, you know. So did that really count? What's Susan say? Humidity is
even worse close to the beach.
Yeah. So, I don't mind that drive. Like eating raw smelt. No, I don't think I would. What's the what? King Gold say?
King Gold, the resident. I don't know.
Oh, he's saying hi to the resident eagle,
Raw
yeah.
shrimp with cocktail sauce is awesome. Yeah.
Now, see, when my first job I had was down here, and I worked at Marineland restaurant. They used to have a restaurant there. And I would devein so many shrimp. And it was like, blah, blah, you know? And you don't take a knife and cut them open. You take your thumbs and separate them, you know? And pull that vein out. Like, So, yeah. So, I don't think I could eat one if it weren't breaded. Well, I know I couldn't because me and Josh were at Texas Roadhouse one day and we wanted to try it. You know, they have, so we got a couple to try and it's like, no. Or a side order. Couldn't do it. So, luckily they took it back, and didn't charge us for it. But couldn't do it. It was like rubbery, you know. Thought they were cooled first. Yeah. Cooked first? No. No. I would bring them straight out of the freezer. Of course, they're dead. Or out of the refrigerator. And pop the shells off. And split them open and devein them. Yeah. So. And then watching live lobsters go in the pot kind of turned me off lobsters. Which everybody says they're good, but I just think that's cruel and inhumane. But that's the way you do it.
I'd pass on shrimp bread too. They said I'm too far inland to ever eat seafood.
Well, yeah, you don't see a lot of seafood in the hills of West Virginia.
Paul said, stop by to say hi. Nice meeting you all. Good night. Gonna go cook beanie weenies.
Go beanie weenies. That's my kind of food right there. And Paul, if I catch you when I'm not on a drive stream like this, I'll make you a moderator so you can check out everybody's channel and stuff. I mean, I can do it on my phone here, but when I'm driving, I'm not gonna attempt it. So, but yeah, thank you for stopping in. Seafood at the Outer Banks. Something other in North Carolina
is so good and fresh.
Well, see,
You can keep your seafood.
You know, that's. I mean, but if I'm in Maine, I gotta try lobsters. You know, I said I have to. I didn't say nothing about you. You know, I wouldn't mind trying it. Like I always told Josh when he was little, try before you cry. Try it before you cry about not liking it. You know, so I'd like to try it. I can't say that I don't like lobster. I've never had lobster, so I don't know if I like it or not. You know.
Hey, Georgianne.
Hey, Georgianne. We've been out running around. We was out driving around St. Augustine, showing Rick some of the sights, telling him some of the tales, and some of the history. We're just getting out of the house today. Like I said, well, the temperature's gone down now. It's only 91. So, yeah. So, yeah, I was telling him some stuff I'd like to come back to. There goes a squatter. I think I hate them more than I do the Cybertrucks. And you know how I feel about Cybertruck.
It will be 97 tomorrow, Georgianne.
Yeah, that's about what it'll be like here, probably. I don't know. If it rains tonight, it might cool it down. And every time, because it was always said, you know, during the live, if we meet our goals, we'll do a fireside chat. Well, it's either too freaking hot to do a fireside chat, or it's raining. Or, if it's neither one of those, the wind is blowing like crazy. And since I have a pine forest behind me, I ain't taking no chances. So.
William E. says your channel's name is Angie Hay Family Adventures. That must be the old one.
Well, that's what I started out with. It was Angie's Family Adventures, Angie Hay Family Adventures. And then Rick got to where he liked doing the stuff too. So I made it Angie and Rick's Family Adventures when you started joining me with them. So.
I guess he didn't know that.
Yeah. Because, see, I started out just basically it was about leaving memories for Josh and for my family and stuff. Because, like I said, after I had my heart attack, you know, and then I thought how many times I'd think I'd love to be able to hear my dad's voice. Or, you know, or hear his laughter again or whatever. So I thought that, you know, leaving stuff like this would be good for Josh, you know. And some of the memories, you know, like, oh, I can remember when me and Mom did this. And, you know, he could look back at them and remember stuff. And then it grew from there, you know.
King Gold says, I disagree. Many things I refuse to try. For example, that a survival guy that drinks his own urine and eats bear poop. No thank you. Try it before you cry. Don't work for me.
Well, okay, the urine thing has been debunked, okay? It does not help you out at all. It just, mentally, it makes you feel like you're dehydrated. I mean, you're hydrated, but actually there's so much salt in your urine, so much acid in your urine that it will actually dehydrate you more. So yeah, got that one. Bear poop, you rinse it off and you eat the berries out of it. So, yeah. Because that's basically what you're doing is you're eating the berries. But if it came down to survival, yeah, I'll rinse them berries off and eat them. You know. But yeah. Yeah, I'm big into watching these survival shows. So, and you know, and I'll do some research and some stuff on that too, because, you know, living in the mountains back home, you know, you never know. You get back there and your side by side breaks down or whatever. That's happened to us a few times, you know. But you never know what'll happen. You know, so I try to find plants that you can eat. Honeysuckles, love the honeysuckle.
Georgiana said, oh, hell no to poop.
Hell no to poop. No, you rinse the poop off. You wash the poop off. You eat eggs, don't you? You know? That's chicken poop. I know, you don't eat the shell though. I know. But yeah. Yeah, I told Rick we were wanting to go see some animals, but I was going to take him out to Single Vision. If you'll notice, a couple of years ago I did a video on them out here near us. But it's like $25 a person to get in. So I'm like, no. I mean, I like the place, and usually you're the only one with the owners. You know, basically it's him and his girlfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You know, it's not like a crowded tourist thingy. But, yeah. And I thought, you know, I'd love for Rick to be able to feed the animals, but that's like $50. And I'm like, yeah, ain't gonna happen. So, you know.
Georgiana said, are you home yet? No, we're still in Florida.
We're still here in Florida.
But we're going to be leaving out next Friday.
Yeah, we've got another week down here. And then we'll be heading home. I'm going to try to get some paperwork done. So when I get back, we're going to sell Dad's boat and put the money back, because eventually we're going to have to replace the heat pump down here.
Yeah, the heat pump's going out.
Yeah, BJ had to put new Freon in it. So play my turn. Watch this. Hold on. My turn. BJ put Freon in it and got it back to running for us. So that'll last us a few months. So, but when we come back down in the fall, yeah, he can keep putting Freon in it, but it'll keep leaking out. So it's eventually going to have to be replaced. So
the King Gold said, I never watched a chicken birth. An egg. Does it exit the butt or the vagina?
the butt. Yes.
Hey, Fairy Dust.
Hi, Fairy Dust. So, but yeah, Georgianne, we was out St. Augustine today, and I was telling Rick a few of the little ghost stories and stuff. I'd love to take him out to, which he's not into ghost hunting, but take him out to do the Ripley's Believe It or Not ghost tour, or do the with your knee and stuff. You could do the ghost and gravestone tour, because there's very little walking in it. And that would, I think that would be so cool to film. So if we don't do it, which we can't do it this time, because we can't afford it, but maybe in the fall I come down, me and Josh can go and do those and film those. I'd love to go back out to Ripley's Believe It or Not and try to catch that ghost on film. Like, you know, have that same experience that we had. But, you know. So, Rick would just get close to the turn and you grab the old crap handle.
Yes. 'Cause I know how you are sometimes.
Y'all just don't understand. With him not being able to drive, you don't know what I go through. Where are we headed to? We're headed back to our house. Yeah, we just come back from the beach. We went out there and looked at the beach. Well, drove up the beach, up the coast, and went to St. Augustine and stuff. And so we stopped and grabbed dinner. So now we're headed back to the house. This is where I come to in the wintertime, William. I'll bring Mom down here. She comes down for the winter because she's at that age she can't do cold. And she definitely, I'm glad she didn't come this trip. This heat, she'd have never got out of the house. She wouldn't hurt, well, I don't know. She freezes all the time, so. But Mom had pneumonia. At one point in time, it's like every year she would get pneumonia up north. And so Dad's like, when they retire, they're going south for the winter so that she doesn't catch pneumonia all the time. Yep, I'm a snowbird. Poor old Rick has to stay and work. But hey, you never know. They do surgery. I mean, you might, your working days may be over. No, Florida isn't it? Well, this is coming from a girl that lives in California. I mean, hello? Yeah, like I said, it is 5:30 and it is 91 degrees. So yeah, y'all get to see my place. And I learned how to get that other gate open for Susan and them. So Susan has no excuse not to come home this time. But guys, I gotta pull up so Rick can close the gate. This is the house. The double wide, but there's my new building. And we go all the way that fence line down there. Yeah, I got some brush I gotta burn. Some wood, I got some burning to do. But this is my happy place. This is one of my happy places. So, and we come down here in the winter, bring Mom down in the winter. And like I said, I got a guy that wants to buy the boat, but I've got to get a title, and it's all that paperwork's in West Virginia. So, oh, Bella thinking we're leaving to Daddy. But yeah, here's my backyard. And I'm gonna back in under the shed. There's the boat I got for sale. There's the boat I got for sale. Yep, Fairy does see you down here. You could have come and visited. I can't move the camera right now, but I'm going to show you more of the place here. I tell you how much Dad loved his fishing. He would come in, this is where he parked the boat, right? He'd back in here with the boat. He had him a fish cleaning station right there. So, but yeah, that's our yard. That's Susan and M's camping spot right there. I got gates over there, and I learned how to get that other post up. So she's got big wide entrance. They can get that camper through. And my uncle and cousin live over there. My uncle's the one that just passed away a couple of months ago. He lives over there. I got that lady over here is Dad's cousin, so that's like my second, third cousin, something like that. You know, the lady across the road, we grew up with her. And these people over here, they're super, super nice. It's a lady and her daughter, and she is super nice. So, yeah, it's nice here. It's peaceful. It's quiet. It's home. And like I told Rick a while ago, when I'm out here working in these buildings, I love, working with tools. And when I'm out here in the building, that's where I feel closest to Dad. So, he loved this place. I love this place. And, like I said, we pressure washed everything yesterday. And I love it down here. I love it. And so hopefully, Georgianne, Fairy Dust. Oh man, it would be great. Have Fairy Dust, Georgianne, and Susan down here all at the same time. Girls, I got 3 bedrooms in there. And I sleep on the couch. Mom have a room. And Josh, I'll make him sleep on the couch. And you all can have one room in there. And the other room on the end has twin beds in it. So hey, party. Ooh. Nah. But no, I love it down here. It is very nice. And what is so funny is this side of the street, we're not city limits. Across the street is city limits. So, but I gotta go. Rick's waiting on me because he went straight to the porch and realized I got the house keys. And I got dogs dancing around ready to get out. So, but anyway, guys, I love each and every one of you. And I'll talk to you all again real soon. Thank y'all for being on this drive with us. Bye, guys. Love yous.